return phone calls and emails and respond to our everyday duties and responsibilities. The rules of engagement this afternoon, we'll deal with the Department of Public Safety, Department of Administration, Division of Animal Care and Control, House of Correction, Department of Justice, Police Inspector General, Division of Emergency Medical Services, Division of Fire, Division of Police, then Community Police Commission, Office of Professional Standards, Police Review Board. I hope everybody brought their sleeping bags. And those of the viewing public who've been watching this for the last 2 days, now you understand why you do not want to see how hot dogs and the budgets are created, okay? It's not a very pleasant experience at times. Okay, the rules of engagement, everyone's going to get 10 minutes. If you need to go back on, we will do that. I'll ask Councilman Slight. Okay. Okay, so you want Council President's suggestion that we do, what would you suggest?
Just the police commissions.
Okay, so the Community Police Commission, Office of Professional Standard, okay. Okay, we'll do those then, after we do the administration. Okay. And again, I want to thank all my colleagues for being here. Councilman Slife is going to keep the time, and his decor, his appearance is improving. He's wearing the same tie as me today, so we'll go from there. Okay, that's exactly. Department of Public Safety, ladies, what page?
Page 209, Public Safety Administration, Chief Director Dornat A. Drummond.
09.
Page 211, 2025 unaudited salaries, $3,499,601. 2026 budgeted, $3,645,055. Page 212, total expenditures, 2025 unaudited, $5,442,594. 2026 budgeted, $6,693,248. And page 213, staffing levels, 2025 actual, 35, 2026 budgeted, 46, Mr. Chairman.
Director, the floor is yours. Identify yourself for the viewing public.
Good afternoon. Wayne Drummond, Director of Public Safety for the Department of Public Safety.
Okay. Anybody else here with you at the table? Okay.
Oh, yeah, Fiscal Manager Michael Gelman,
Okay.
Dan, and have my team behind me.
Okay. And Director, you oversee all the sections of Department of Safety, correct?
That's correct. That's
Okay.
divisions of police, fire, EMS, animal care and control.
So let me jump right into it. On page 211, under electricity other, there's been a big jump in there. Can you explain that to us?
Under police or administration? On administration?
On page 211, under electricity other, there's a substantial increase there. Can you tell us why?
Through the chair to the councilman, just to clarify, are you talking about the other contractual
Yes,
down there
yes,
at the bottom?
yes.
Okay.
And that's what First Energy?
Yeah, so 400,000 of that, which is the difference, finance is showing as being the related to the co-responder program. I think, Director Drummond can speak a little bit more to that.
Director?
Yes, obviously we have the co-responders program, which is through part of our responsibility in the consent decree. We have contractual obligations related to that to make sure that we fund the co-responders program, which includes the clinicians.
Okay. Below that, under contractual services, you went from 165,000 now down to 65. What has changed under contractual? Other contractual.
So through the chair to the councilman, the other contractual is what I was addressing, where we went from 165 to 565.
Yes.
Maybe I'm looking at the wrong line, but that was the co-responder program that we were talking about.
That's the co-responders.
Yeah, there's a
Okay,
$400,000 increase, and that's related to that.
Okay, okay. On page 213, under full-time administrators and officials, specialist to the mayor. Who was, or a special assistant to the mayor? 2025, who was that?
Through the chair, it's my assistant, Michael Herb, H-E-R-B.
H-E-A-R-D?
Herb, H-E-R-B.
Michael. Okay, because, see, one of the things we're seeing here, spell that name again?
H-E-R-B.
Okay, and he's not here any longer?
No, he's here.
But you're not going to have a special assistant to the mayor?
That's correct. We do no longer have an special assistant to the mayor. He's now assistant public safety director.
Because to the finance director, we saw the special assistants to the mayor, but then we're seeing other departments and divisions. So we're going to ask through our staff, we want a list of all of the special assistants in various departments and divisions that are designated as special assistants to the mayor, the department or division.
To the chair, that's no problem. We can just
Okay.
run a report for that.
Thank you. Okay, let me see what else we got here. Okay, I'm going to stop right there. Questions of the committee. Councilman Casey, and again, everyone has 10 minutes, and if you need to go back on, we'll put you back on. Councilman Casey.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, to the director on page 211, under contractual services for rental property, we've always been historically told that that's for rent at the Justice Center. And is that what it's going to cost us from, I think it's January to October, whatever it is, when we're officially out of the Justice Center?
Through the chair to Councilman Casey, I'm going to let fiscal manager Michael Gelman answer that, but we have a location in Erie View where I believe that particular center that you're mentioning to is separate from the Justice Center, but I'll let the
All right.
fiscal
Mr.
manager
Chairman, to the CFO.
Go ahead,
Gelman is going to answer that.
Mr. Gelman.
Excuse me, through the director, through the chair, to the councilman, that's actually for the rent for the Family Justice Center at 75 Erie View. That's our portion of the rent and utilities that we share with the county.
All right.
What's that location? Can you tell us where that's?
75 Erie View?
And then, Mr. Chairman, to whomever can answer, Mr. Gelman, is that 221,000 just for 75 Erie View?
Yes, that's correct.
All right, and then, Mr. Chairman, to either the director or the CFO, where is the rent for the Justice Center?
Mr. Gentile? Whoever can tell us.
Through the chair.
Wait a minute, identify yourself for the public as well.
Oh, I'm Nicole Gallagher, Budget
Thank you.
Administrator. That is not in this budget. That is in other administrative. We'll get to that later. It's maybe page like 381 or 281, let me see.
If you can have somebody look for that real quick.
Yes, so then, Mr. Chairman, to the CFO, we don't take rent for the Justice Center, for the police department, out of the police budget?
Through the chair of the
Whoever can
council
answer.
through the chair of the council person, this is the safety admin. I don't believe it's in the police budget either.
Through the chair, it's in other administrative on page 282.
So, Mr. Chairman, to whomever can answer, why aren't we taking rent for the police department out of the police budget?
Whoever can answer that, please.
And then on top of that, we're paying $221,000 out of the police budget for 75 Erie View. So,
Through the chair of the council person, I mean, it's hitting the general fund on either one of these, so we could shift it. Just historically, that's where we paid it. So we continue just to budget out of other administrative, but it's still hitting the same source.
Well, we haven't, Mr. Chairman, we haven't gotten into other
Yes.
yet, right? Does it make sense that it's in other administration when it's a police budget thing?
Whoever can answer, director?
Chairman to whomever?
Somebody needs to answer that.
Through the chair to the councilman, I think it could be subjective, whether it was specific to public safety, to their operations, particularly admin. So as Mr. Gentile mentioned, it's traditionally been in other administrative, and the source is the same, the general fund, but that's, generally where it's come from because it's not directly related to the functioning of the admin office in public safety.
Okay, and then in other administrative on page 282, and I know we're not there yet, but we've budgeted 3.2 million for the Justice Center. And I'm talking to the police because we're getting out of the Justice Center this year, correct? Mr. Chairman, to the director?
Director?
Through the chair to Councilman Casey, that's correct.
And then, so when we get to this other 282, we can have that discussion about not needing all of the 3.2 million for this year then. Because we're not going to be there for a whole year.
Through the chair, we will not be there for the entire year. That's correct.
Okay, and then Mr. Chairman, to whoever,
Just on that, I want staff to flag that as well, that dollar amount. The 3.2 that Councilman Casey has alluded to under contractual, other administrative, I want that flagged. Thank you. Go ahead, Councilman.
yeah, well, considering last year they only paid 1.5 million for the rent in the Justice Center, but we can have that discussion later. And then, Mr. Chairman, to whoever can answer, can you tell us what is being provided at 75 Erie View for this rent then?
Whoever can answer that question.
Through the director, to the chair, to the councilman, yes, it's services for victims of domestic violence to provide assistance. It's a one-stop shop where they have multiple providers there to give them assistance throughout the process.
And Mr. Chairman, to Mr. Gelfand, I realize that that's probably very much needed, but do we share space with any other organization for 75 Erie View that has to deal with the Family Justice Center?
Through the director, to the chair, to the councilman, not that I'm aware of.
Okay, so how many staff are over at 75 Erie View, Mr. Chairman, to Mr. Gelfand?
Through the director, through the chair, to the councilman, is not staffed by the city of Cleveland, it's staffed by the county and those organizations.
Then, Mr. Chairman and Mr. Gelfand, how are we involved aside from paying rent if we have no staff or anything else there?
Whoever can answer that question.
Through the chair, we have obviously victims of domestic violence and other family violence, which the vast majority of those victims are City of Cleveland residents. So it's a service that we provide.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, to the director, I'm not saying we don't need it, right? It's a well-needed program. My question is the county paying anything as well? We're paying $18,500 a month for this. How much space do we have? How big is the space? How many staff are over there?
Through the chair to Councilman Casey, I don't know how many staff members they have there. We can find out if they're paying. I don't have that information in front of us about what they're paying, but
Mr. Chairman,
Mr.
Chairman, to the staff, I think this is another thing that needs to be flagged. We're paying we're paying almost $250,000 a year. It's not our program. We say that the majority of the individuals going through are Clevelanders, and I'm not saying we don't need the program, right? I'm saying is there any other space that we would have available where we wouldn't be paying $18,500 a month for a program that we have no control over, and we seem to just be writing a check for the county?
Whoever can answer that.
through the chair to Councilman Casey, again, this particular space was identified. And again, it's a service, and I know you say it's an important service, and it is. We feel it's very important that we participate in it to make sure that our citizens, our residents, are getting the best possible services. So we believe it's money well spent to make sure that there's a location for
All right, and then
our residents.
Mr. Chairman, to the director, is this just for City of Cleveland residents?
Through the chair, I can't know because it is run by the county, so it's not
Okay.
exclusive to the city of Cleveland.
So then, Mr. Chairman, to the director, how many other cities are also paying rent for this program?
Through the chair, I'm not aware of anyone paying any rent.
You see the problem I have with it? Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Councilman Casey raises some serious questions. Could this be relocated to the new police headquarters because there's free parking at the police headquarters? Going to be. I'm assuming if they're parking, they're coming to Erie View or wherever it's at, they're paying for parking.
Through the chair, I'm not quite sure. I'm not sure if there's space available at the new police
Well, I think
headquarters.
I'm going to request the staff, let's raise that question. And again, I think Councilman Casey and others have touched on this. It seems like we are more frequently picking up the tab for the county when the question is, why aren't the other suburbs contributing as well to this effort? Because we all know how important this is. We created, the council created the domestic violence legislation and initiatives. So this is something we feel very passionate about. Just want to make sure that everybody else is being, playing a part in that initiative. Council President.
Just very briefly, I would strongly recommend that we actually bring them to the table at some point in time and really do a deep dive on their operations, because sometimes I'm familiar with things that other people are not. And because when the Justice Center was formulated, I was director of CRB, so I kind of have intimate details. But it is not just the county. It is municipal court, is several nonprofit agencies. And the reason that it was based at 75 Erie View originally is because they wanted to try to combine all of the services together so that victims wouldn't have to go from place to place to place in 5 different places in order to receive the counseling, make a report on the assault. And it's my understanding that it's only probably about 2 or 3 police officers there, but most of the others are social services. But the Councilman Casey's point, which he brings up a very, very valid point, we are shouldering the burden of more and more social services. Right. And we do not have the capacity to continue to strip away investments in people around bricks and mortar and infrastructure and demolition and all of the things that we said we need to make City Hall function in order to subsidize social service. So it would be good to bring them in, because I definitely agree with Councilman Casey. The service is a very valuable service, but I kind of believe that the county is kicking in, or somebody else is kicking in, because I don't think that we pay operation. I think that it was like one of those deals where everybody put in a little bit of skin in the game. But I think in order to get a true picture of that, we probably need to bring them here so that everybody can explain it. And a lot of it is confidentiality, but I don't think it's a bad idea also to potentially to try to do it at a police station or something either. So I think Councilman Casey brings up some valid points, but I do think we need a more comprehensive understanding of the Justice Center before we just make critical decisions on it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. And that's something, again, at the staff that we want to pursue. Councilman Harsh.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. For point of clarity, are we discussing the entire Division of Police or just the
No,
admin?
just admin.
Then I will wait till we turn the page, so I yield.
Thank
Thanks.
you. Any other questions on admin? Yes, Councilwoman House. Joe.
Thank you. Through the chair to our director, chief team, good afternoon. I guess just following back up on the Family Justice Center, I think it absolutely is a good idea to have the conversation with individuals. There is I think there is a process in even selecting locations to where people can be treated with the warmth necessary during a time of traumatic nature, and many times our traditional places are not conducive to the actual design of that, and so getting that information will also inform us. And then also coming up with ways, if we feel that there is not equity and people paying their fair share, of thinking through and providing solutions where individuals and individual cities in particularly beyond the county are then contributing. Like we really need to, I really, that's gonna be a whole other thing when we get there, to our unhoused population. Like people, many of our cities are just not paying their fair share. And I will say that and wait till we get there. In regards to the budget though, on page 211, under other training and professional dues, under tuition and registration fees, I see, we have the allocation of $155,000, which was similarly what we adopted last year, but we're not coming anywhere near that in any of the past 3 years at least. So can someone expound upon that?
Sure. Through the chair to the councilwoman, so there's a pattern here of costs going up. A lot of this is related directly to the ambassador program, and that's the case here as well. So again, Director Drummond can talk a little bit more about what that program is, but those changes in amounts from year to year are related to that program, most of them.
Director?
Through the chair to Councilwoman House Jones, that is related to the former ambassadors program, the dollars associated with that. The program itself is being reassessed. We actually rebranded the program. It's now the Public Safety Leadership Outreach and Access Program that we are undertaking, reevaluating, and just reinventing the program itself. We have a new assistant safety director. Her name is Teresa Underwood. She is back there. Teresa, can you raise your hand? She's back there. She's in charge of the program itself. And also Tiffany Kelly is the program coordinator. She's not here presently. So again, we're reassessing the program, and I didn't think it wise to utilize those dollars, which are intended for the ambassadors program.
Thank you. Through the chair to the chief, I clearly understand that while we are reimagining, when do you anticipate in actually launching the reimagining of this program?
Through the chair to council member, hopefully this summer, if not before then, we will launch the new program. Work's being done right now. Program coordinator Kelly is also working with CMSD, their programs, working with others to get this up and running, developing the actual program itself, and again, working with Assistant Director Underwood to get the program on paper, approved, and then getting the program up and running. And we hope to get that done again before summer.
All right, so I guess my request is if we can actually have a detailed budget of this new inventive, the new Explorers program, Ambassador program, then we can right-size the budget based on what this timing it from the launch to implementation. So that's what I would request.
Through the chair to the council member, absolutely, that's part of the process, is to provide the budget for that as well.
And then just a second question regarding the co-responders program. Can you just share what actually is happening regarding the increase of the co-responders? Like, what's the breakdown of the personnel, things of that nature that is going to, and who are we contracting with in regards to it?
Through the chair to council member, we're contracted with the Adams Board. Frontline services relative to the clinicians as part of it, and obviously the officers come from the Division of Police, and part of that budget as well for the co-responders program was vehicles to make sure we have the appropriate vehicles for the clinicians and the officers to use. That's all part of that. To break it down further, I have to get that information. I don't have the breakdown in front of me.
Okay, yes, so I'll put that another request on, in that we can get the breakdown of the co-responders program that is running, will be contracted through Public Safety Administration.
So I hope staff heard that. Wanted information on co-responder, and then also on the ambassadors program, we want an update, a profile of where that's at right now. The what else is going to ask you? Under other contractual, we want a breakdown of the other contractual as well. Who they're contracting for the $565,000. We want a breakdown on that as well. Okay, Councilman Starr.
Thank you, Dean. Couple questions I just want to make sure I have, just to make sure I got the right data. How many police recommendation has CPC issued since the inception, and how many have been adopted or implemented?
To the chairman.
Can you restate that,
Yeah,
Councilman?
I'm sorry, to the chair, Councilman, can you ask that question again, please?
So when it comes to the policy recommendation, have the CPC issue since they started, and how many have been adopted or implemented?
We're not on
We're
that.
going to
Oh.
have
We're on
CPC
administration.
up.
Oh, just
This is
administration?
just administration.
I'll
Safety
wait.
administration.
So I'll wait till they get back there.
Yeah, you wait to them, okay. Any other questions of public safety administration? Public safety administration? Then we will move on. Thank you, and staff has heard our